We get ready now for this IFO middleweight title. It is Eastman, and doesn't he have just a ton of experience against a who's who, taking on Kimmons, this relatively unknown from the Midwest, even though he has won 8 straight.
Yeah, without question, Eastman has got a load of talent and a load of experience, and that might be the difference in a championship fight, particularly when you're talking about a youngster, somebody who can get a little emotional, a little carried away. But Kimmons has tremendous skill. This is going to be the war.
Well, Marvin Eastman, of course, as we know, he's faced about everybody that you can imagine who's really good in mixed martial arts fighting. Now, with more on this showdown, let's go over to Ron Cross.
Guys, tonight's main event between Marvin Eastman and Rob Kimmons is the classic battle between the experienced warrior and the young and up-and-comer. The 36-year-old Eastman is an established veteran trying to stay on top of his fight game, while the 26-year-old Kimmons is hungry for the MMA world to recognize him as a legit contender.
I'm not a smack talker. I don't talk smack about people. My objective is just to destroy and obliterate anybody that steps in front of me.
When it comes to the brawling, man, I got a right hand. I'm ambidextrous. I can go left or right, but if I hit you with the right, it's probably good night.
I don't see any other outcome but me winning this fight and taking this belt home. And it ain't no disrespect to my opponent, but, you know, he trying to take my fronts out, you know, and I like being able to chew on my food.
I'm going to try to hit him right on his chin and knock him out. And if he's silly enough that he tries to take me to the ground, I'm a black belt. You know, take me down, Marvin. I dare you.
Well, basically, I'm dropping down to middleweight. Cutting weight is not something that I like to do, but, you know, I'll do whatever I got to do to be successful.
My thoughts on Marvin Eastman cutting this much weight. He's a big, strong guy at 205. But at 185, he's going to be a dehydrated, you know, just worn-out guy, and he's going to get bullied.
I don't want to win. I expect to win every time I go in a cage, whether it's Quentin, whether it's Couture, whether it's whether it's some guy that has no wins at all. I don't discount anybody.
Finally, the pressure's off me. This is the one fight where nothing's holding me back. If I feel like going for a flying armbar or some crazy leg lock, I'm going to do it because there's nothing holding me back. I have no nerves on this fight.
Don't forget the opportunity to put somebody to sleep, and that's what my objective is. I'm going to cut him up, knock him out.
If I had to guess, I'd say me, winner by TKO, second round, after he gasses out because his ass just cut too much weight.
Kenny and Jeff, this is the first time that Marvin Eastman will fight at 185 pounds. We'll see if that cut in weight affects his power or his cardio. Meanwhile, Kimmons is young, but he is very confident going into this fight.
And now we get ready for the IFO Middleweight Championship. Rob Kimmons, out of Kansas City, Kansas, has won 7 in the first round as part of this 8-fight winning streak. Marvin the Beastman Eastman, originally from California, his home now in Las Vegas. You name somebody famous in the mixed martial arts world, chances are he has fought them. His first career victory 7 years ago was with Quentin the Rampage Jackson. And now we get ready for the inaugural IFO Middleweight Championship, taking a look at the tail of the tape. Marvin Eastman, more comfortable at fighting at 205. He dropped weight for this. He comes in at 184. Kimmons very comfortable at 185.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. This main event is being sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Your judges for this bout are Miss Adelaide Bird, Jeff Collins, and Mr. Tony Weeks. This fight is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds in the IFO Middleweight division for the IFO Middleweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in front of a packed house here at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, the time has come to unleash the pain! First, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a jiu-jitsu artist. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in tonight at 184 pounds. He has a professional record of 17 wins with 2 losses. Fighting out of Kansas City, Kansas, please welcome Rob the Rosedale Reaper Kimmons. And his opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a Muay Thai kickboxer. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in tonight at 184 pounds with a professional record of 14 wins, 7 losses with 1 draw. Fighting out of Merced, California, please welcome Marvin the Beastman Eastman. And when the action begins, your referee, Steve Mazzagatti.
All right, gentlemen, this is it. We all expect a good, clean, fair fight. You need to obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Hook them up. Good luck.
Here we go. As you look at Marvin Eastman, half of his victories have been by decision. His counterpart, Rob Kimmons, has won 8 in a row. 7 of those victories decided in the first round. At stake, the inaugural International Fighting Organization Middleweight Championship. Round 1, it's scheduled for 5 and it's underway.
Eastman has heavy hands, he's tough to take down, and he prefers to be the counterpuncher. Kimmons, he can knock you out, he can submit you. A black belt in what he calls American Jiu-Jitsu.
Eastman, as we've talked about, you name it, he's been in the ring against him. That's just about the way it goes. From his very first pro win 7 years ago against Quentin Jackson, he lost to the Rampage's last night. He's thrown some leather early on, and look at the power of Marvin the Beastman Eastman, but Kimmons is right back up and he delivers a knee.
Kimmons was hanging onto the neck of Eastman during that slam. Otherwise, it would have been a lot more effective. But that gives you a idea of the power of the Beastman.
Kimmons again said no pressure on me in this fight. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who I am. Everybody knows what Marvin Eastman has done in his MMA career. I'm very relaxed coming into this.
Yeah, he's nicknamed the Rosedale Reaper for a reason. A lot of his fights don't go to distance. In fact, there have only been 3 that have not. 3 decisions in all his fights.
Eastman, meanwhile, has the punching power we've seen, but is quite content as well if it does go the distance. He was out running in that 107-degree sun yesterday to cut some weight to come in here at 184. Eastman comfortable at middleweight or light heavyweight. And again, exchanging punches, and look at Rob Kimmons, giving him a smile. And now Kimmons comes right back.
Kimmons wants to go at it. That's why people like him as a fighter. He puts everything into it. He's entertaining.
Kimmons delivering a knee and says, let's get it on. This is for a championship after all.
And your comments about the cutting weight, that'll come in later in the fight, if the fight goes that long. Certainly cutting weight, particularly a lot of weight, can affect your cardio. Kimmons is not backing off, keeps pushing in, looking for angle.
Kimmons with his toughest fight to date, he said, I know that. No doubt about it. I'm ready, though, to give it my best shot. And you see here, he appears to be clowning around.
He's making faces while in the clinch. But he's relaxed.
Very relaxed. And Eastman, quite the contrary here.
Kimmons is keeping this pace pretty high, and I think that's also important. He was at the weigh-ins yesterday. He knows he's cut some weight.
Got that kick in there, and there you see Kimmons now taunting him. He's taunting Eastman. He deflected that last kick. He'll bring it on.
And it's Kimmons' fight right now. Beastman reacting to him. Marvin Eastman needs to get focused and stay in his game.
With the fighters Eastman's been in the ring against, we talked about Rampage Jackson, Vernon White, Travis Feud, Jason Guida, among others. You wonder right now if he's just getting a little frustrated and angry at a man actually taunting him.
Kimmons has been in with some tough strikers, particularly Joe Riggs. He lost to Riggs. Riggs made it to the UFC, but he is a ferocious puncher.
And Kimmons, the kid from out in the wheat fields of Kansas, coming in here with a city game.
Well, he's switching back and forth. He's going from southpaw back to right hand. Now he's back to southpaw. And Eastman catches him with a right.
First round action here, IFO Middleweight Championship. Kimmons in the camouflage against Eastman.
Got him backed up. Short time left.
Kimmons continues to work the knee area. And Kimmons and Eastman after one round, and Kimmons saying, hey, I'm ready for this. This is mine.
That was good. All right.
Listening to Marvin Eastman's corner.
Wow, good kick by Eastman. And the response by Kimmons is a woo!
I'll wait for you.
You can see why people like to watch him fight.
That one knee you fed him fucking hurt him, dude. Hurt him bad. He's not sure he wants to fucking be here right now. Show him why he don't want to be here. Okay? Feel good, baby? Fuck yeah. It's all right. Hey, you doing good, man. You doing good. Get his mouthpiece in. Come on. Go. Come on.
Rob Kimmons said no pressure. He looks about as relaxed as anybody that's ever been in the ring with Marvin Eastman. I don't know if Quentin Jackson was as relaxed the last time he fought.
I don't know. I mean, that fight went to a decision as well. And I like the way that Kimmons is handling himself, relaxed, keeping the pressure on Eastman. But Eastman's done all right.
Eastman with the low kick. Eastman trying to measure him off here in the cage. Perhaps cut it down a little bit on Kimmons. We saw Kimmons take some punches though. Had no problem. He'd like the stand-up dance.
Well, when I talked to him, he said, yeah, I had all these KOs and I got all these submissions. Thank God I got a KO in my last fight. Like, he thought he was doing something wrong, not knocking people out.
Kimmons back to southpaw.
He's got fast hands, too. Superman by Eastman doesn't get there, and now a body lock up against the fence by Kimmons.
Kimmons getting the knees in there, working on the thighs of Eastman. And you wonder right now if Eastman is a little bit frustrated.
I think Kimmons is quicker. He's first off. He's the initiator. He's been doing a nice job of pummeling in on that bear hook. Keep that underhook in there. But thus far in the second round, it's the way that Kimmons wants to fight that's holding him.
And for only the second time in his last 9 fights now, Rob Kimmons finds himself in the second round. with a brawling style that gets the crowd excited even though a punch was not landed. And you wonder if he might get caught in the middle, the orthodox to southpaw switch at some time here. So far it hasn't been close, but you just wonder as this fight progresses.
And Eastman right now looks like he's starting to take control of initiating and fighting the way he wants to. Right hand!
And Eastman
puts him down.
His best punch. And Eastman moving in on Kimmons. Kimmons not smiling now. Eastman with his best attack here in the second round.
That punch looked to flatten Kimmons, but he's got his faculties. He's able to defend. He's in a good guard position. Able to slow the ground and pound attack of Eastman. This is where I wonder if Kimmons has flashes of Joe Riggs. This is where Riggs is really good. And Eastman slows it down now. Good guard by Kimmons.
Eastman had his flurry here in the second round. Kimmons with his hands full right now, but he has regained composure.
Time for Eastman now to pile up points. He can do so with ground and pound. And the Beastman now up on his toes, forcing Kimmons into the fence. He's in his guard, but he's got some room to strike. Now fully up.
Eastman, since this fight went back to the mat, though, has not gotten in the best punches. Not gotten in the punches that maybe he'll need as the course of this championship fight goes on.
I think this is a position that Eastman wants to, but also needs to score.
Kimmons has done a good job on defense after Eastman stunned him and got him on the ground.
He's been doing a nice job of controlling Kimmons as well. Not falling into any submissions, staying busy. He's throwing some bombs.
Now Eastman is trying to get those punches in. Those off the shoulder, off the left shoulder of Kimmons. Seconds to go here in round two. They'll continue on in this IFO Middleweight Championship. Title up for grabs as we move on to the third round. Marvin Eastman looking more like the Beastman there in the second round against Rob Kimmons.
There's that right hand. It seemed to glance, almost like a shoulder punch. But it did definitely hit. Drove Kimmons backwards and down to the ground, and Eastman knew what to do from there. Started raining the blows. But for all that, it didn't look like Kimmons sustained much damage.
Now, a couple of punches in there. Kimmons didn't smile for a minute. Now he's back in his corner. He looks a little more... I don't know if you could say that guy's worried.
Yeah,
This is
loose.
the Alfred E. Newman approach to this fight.
All right, let's go, guys.
26-year-old Rob Kimmons out of Kansas City, Kansas. Came in here with a loose, happy attitude. I'm just glad to be in Vegas with a chance at the title.
I'll tell you one thing, I watched Eastman yesterday, and you know, the weigh-ins occurred a little bit late due to paperwork and such with the commission, and he was holding his weight that whole time, wasn't a happy camper, and then I saw him in the buffet. He did it right, he did it slowly. Fluids first, he was relaxed, and small plates of food, and finally a bigger plate of food. You know, he was in there for a good couple hours, taking his time, making sure he did it right, not shock the system by stuffing it all at once.
Third round of the championship fight. Eastman effective in the second round. Very similar to the way it all started, though. Kimmons up on his feet and coming right at Eastman. Gets the underhooks in there. Eastman not able to get him down. Instead, it's Kimmons getting in a couple of knees.
Double underhook up. But Kimmons might have had a shot there at a bear hug. And here I think Eastman's actually controlling the clinch because of his power. Nice right hand there to break the clinch.
Eastman coming in with more what we would call big-time experience at 14-7-1. Kimmons at 17-2. For those who wondered, how good is that record he built up against opponents in the Midwest? It's looking pretty good right now as he continues to hang tough against a veteran fighter in Marvin Eastman. And now he tries to get a choke in there with that left arm. Timeout called by referee Steve Mazzagatti.
Hey, no coaching, guys. Hold on.
I'm not sure what that timeout was for.
It was a low blow knee.
Was it inadvertent?
Yeah, there was no, he hasn't gone around to the judges to deduct a point, so this is a timeout. Eastman will get 5 minutes.
Let's take a look at it up close here and just see, as you see the...
Right there. Saw a knee come up right there, and apparently the referee saw it too.
Well, anyway, action continues now after the timeout. Eastman looking better, getting his wind back, and we'll see if he can resume some punches. Haven't had that devastating punch yet. He's had a couple that landed, but nothing that absolutely has rocked Rob Kimmons.
Kimmons has a more serious look on his face now. Not as much clowning around. He's in a fight, and it looks to me like Eastman is starting to assert himself.
Don't we all the longer we stay in Vegas? Everybody's happy when you first arrive.
Ooh, right hand.
Then it gets serious, and now Eastman is moving in and shoving Kimmons against the fence. And now again, low blow. Eastman on the ground, mouthpiece is out. Steve Mazzagatti, another timeout. And there you see some damage to Rob Kimmons, that left eye.
And Eastman's in a bit of pain.
Certainly looking that way. As we take another look at the punch here. And again, here's the knee. I don't know. I'd like to see. I wish we could get another angle on that. What do you think, Jeff?
It seemed to me like he caught him low. The referee stopped it right away on it. He has not assessed a foul, though, so.
Let's take another look at it.
Be a little farther away. Yeah, that was coming right up into the middle.
Well, for the second time, there's been a timeout in this round for an inadvertent low blow. And again, Mazzagatti, the referee, not warning Rob Kimmons. To reinforce that it's not an intentional low blow. As you see Kimmons give the thumbs up to some crowd cheering him on as Eastman continues to catch his breath.
I'm surprised the doctor's not in the ring here.
The crowd wants the action to continue. Now the applause there for Eastman.
Well, Eastman's taken 2 of these now in this fight.
Now you look at Marvin Eastman, veteran fighter. He's a full-time corrections officer. Originally from Northern California, lives and fights out of Las Vegas. There is Rob Kimmons, 26 years old, Kansas City, Kansas. Fighting here for the IFO Middleweight Championship. And Marvin Eastman standing up reluctantly. Now bends over, picks up his mouthpiece. And they'll wash it off in his corner there as there's Rob Kimmons now, another about 5 minutes, which you're allowed to take the entire time. And this time Eastman has taken his 5 minutes. He's inflicted a little bit of damage to Rob Kimmons there under the left eye of Kimmons, who would call himself the challenger in this. It's the first time this title's been up, but he said he's the underdog. Eastman should be the favorite in this fight.
Mouthpiece back in. No quitting the beast, man. He just nodded his head. He hasn't brought his hands up yet, but it looks like he's ready to do so.
Waiting for Eastman to give the word. Mazzagatti, Steve Mazzagatti, the referee, talking to him. Eastman, if he can't go on here, this will be a no contest.
I believe that is what the commission will do. It'll be interesting to see. It's going a ways, but I don't know how you can end it with 2 more blows like that.
Here we are in the 3rd round of the IFO middleweight title fight. Now the action is back on between Marvin Eastman and Rob Kimmons.
Kimmons not pressing the action. I thought he might press the action.
Kimmons taking a couple of good punches from Eastman. And Kimmons has not been able to get in there and get punches into Eastman.
It seems as though Eastman's got the better of the flurries with the hands.
Eastman more in a classic boxing style. Kimmons more straight on at you, switching from left to right, almost in a brawling style. Eastman pushes him away, doesn't want to get back in a clinch. He's taken 2 inadvertent low blows in this fight. Eastman flicks that jab out, and Kimmons is showing respect now.
He is.
For Eastman, he's not getting in there, and he doesn't want a part of that 1-2 combination. Seconds to go here in round 3. Over halfway through the title fight. Round 4 coming up between Marvin Eastman and Rob Kimmons. Let's check in the corner now of Marvin Eastman.
You understand? Take a deep breath, Marvin. Get your head back in this fight. When you stand up, you don't have to knock him out. We just pick him apart. All right? Deep breath. Hands up. Don't hesitate so much. If you guys are just standing there, Marvin, start touching him, feint, and then go. He's just waiting. He's showing you the right hand. Yeah. All right, you see that coming? Just watch out for that and get your stuff on. All right?
Don't shoot. I just want you to kick that leg in there, fucking overhand high. Boom, right on fucking chin, and it's gonna be nighttime. Okay? 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Okay? Because he's watching your hands. He's watching your hands, and he's scared. He's ready to get the fuck out of the way. You tag that leg, get him off balance.
Hey, now I know they're accidental, but
Advice by Job Duran and Rolando De Gracia there in Kimmons' corner.
What about that advice? You think he can? I think the Eastman corner kind of summed it up better. He can pick him apart the way this fight is going right now. He's able to move in and get his jabs in there against Kimmons.
I agree, but I like what he said. Try the right kick and then follow it with the right hand.
As action starts here in the 4th round, we'll see if Kimmons is able to do that. He flicks those jabs out there for the first time now. It's been a long time since we've seen him try to come out and throw a couple of jabs.
Setting it up. He did as the right kick. Let's see now if he'll follow it the next time.
His corner said jab and kick.
Ooh, right hand.
Moving away from it is Marvin Eastman. Eastman more in the classic boxing stance. But Kimmons, got that wild brawling style, makes you feel that he's always a kick or a punch away from changing things.
Watch your fingers in there, watch your fingers.
Wonder if Eastman has a right leg kick. Kimmons is putting his lead leg out there a long way.
Well, Eastman, his corner told him, you have a chance just to pick apart this fight. And again, Eastman, half of his victories have come via decision. He has no problem going the distance.
Yeah, his shape looks tremendous. Despite everything
and now
that's
he
happened.
gets the takedown. How about that? Standing up all this time, he decides, let's get it back to the ground. The first time since back in the first round. And he gets in a couple of shots there to the rib.
He could actually keep this right here the rest of the round and just try to work ground and pound, staying busy like he's doing right now. Nothing more than that. Kimmons now with a left underhook. That could pose a problem. He could try and sweep here.
You would have to almost think, too, that Kimmons does need to get busy. We're in the fourth round. As far as scoring this fight so far, how would you do it?
At this point, I think Eastman's turned it around. Despite those low blows and not getting any penalty points. He seems confident, not trying to do too much.
And he has controlled it.
Right, he is now controlling and initiating, which is putting Kimmons on the defense. And that takedown really helped.
Eastman. Maybe a little bit of a surprise by taking this to the mat.
No, I actually like this idea. If he can just keep him right there.
Kimmons is saying now that was a low blow, that knee. The knee to the buttocks, basically, and saying it's a low blow. And he wants a timeout and will get it. So for the third time, the first time in favor of Rob Kimmons, action stopped for a low blow. Inadvertent again. Nobody's been warned, and Kimmons is up quickly and starting again. You see what Kimmons can do on his feet.
And I wonder if Kimmons is fighting now on emotion instead of brains. Seemed angry.
He also may be feeling some urgency here, knowing that he has to start getting a few of these punches in.
Eastman keeps firing.
It's been an impressive showing, though, for Rob Kimmons. Again, coming in here, the self-proclaimed underdog in this fight, taking on the veteran Marvin Eastman here for the IFO Middleweight Championship.
And Kimmons has slowed a lot now. Good defense there. None of those really landed.
There's the left. That left kick glancing off Marvin Eastman.
And again, short time. See who closes the round with a flurry and a high kick that partially catches Eastman's head.
Seconds to go here in the 4th round. Eastman comes back with a kick of his own. No real damage done. The Superman bluff, and there's the left by Kimmons, and that was one of his better exchanges in the final seconds of the 4th round. It's going to the 5th and final round to decide the International Fighting Organization World Middleweight Champion.
I don't want you to get careless pulling out.
I got a 2-2 right now.
I want your hands up high.
I ain't getting her.
Let's take a look at this, an inadvertent low blow. Rob Kimmons, the recipient of that. Remember, twice in this fight it's been stopped, timeouts, because Eastman received a low blow. Everything unintentional. I mean, at least the referee thought it was unintentional.
That's correct.
Nobody's had any points taken away. Okay, so we go into this one. Final round to decide the IFO Middleweight Champ.
It's all on the line, and both these guys have absorbed damage, both legal and not so legal.
Marvin Eastman in the black trunks. Rob Kimmons in the camouflage.
I think the winner of this round is going to take it. Wow! Jumping elbow.
Over the course of the fight, the best punches have come from Eastman. As you can see on the left side of the face of Rob Kimmons.
And I would have thought Kimmons, with his ability on the ground, would have tried to bring the fight there a little bit more often.
He has stood up by his own choice most of the way.
Yep. He likes to trade. He likes to please the crowd. Pleasing the crowd isn't always the way to win the fight, though. But I'm impressed with Kimmons' ability. I'm impressed with Eastman's ability. Look at that, nice speed by Eastman. Ducks the punch, nearly got the double leg.
Eastman again, as you might guess from right there. Look at his stance, more of the boxing, more in the classic form of a boxer.
And for the body type that Eastman has, I'm amazed. His cardio is so good. So good.
Remember, before the start of the 4th round, we overheard in Eastman's corner his connections telling him, you know, you can just kind of pick this guy apart and stay out there and win this fight. You don't have to knock him down. You don't have to submit him. Just keep getting your jabs in there, keep moving away from any serious damage, and you'll win this fight. That's what they think.
Eastman just tried an arm throw, got out of it, almost came up behind Kimmons. Little Greco-Roman action there.
But you wonder now if Kimmons needs to have a very solid round.
And I'm starting to see Kimmons back up now. Eastman is stepping forward.
Eastman the quicker in the stand-up. Again, the roundhouse by Kimmons misses. But you kind of get the sense that he knows he needs a couple of big strikes here in this final round.
Eastman had a glancing blow off the head of Kimmons there. Kimmons backed up. He's still backing up.
Well, it's Eastman still controlling the tempo here.
This fight really turned after Eastman got kneed. Low blow.
Eastman swings a leg of his own, glances off, but keeps the attention of Rob Kimmons.
It looks like Eastman's feeling it now. He's up on his toes a little better.
Kimmons going for the takedown, and Eastman gets away and puts him against the fence.
Great flurry grappling there.
So Eastman continues to look strong here in the final stages of this title fight.
Double leg countered by a lateral drop. That's a thing of beauty. Yeah, I'd keep digging punches there into the side of Kimmons. Stay busy, keep scoring.
Remember, Kimmons, who's won 8 in a row, 7 of those wins came in the first round. Half the victories in the career of Marvin Eastman, his 14 wins, 7 of them coming by way of decision. Eastman is much more comfortable in the final round than Kimmons, and more experienced in this situation.
I agree with you there as well. I don't think Kimmons has gotten weaker through the fight, but he's backing off now. He's not taking the fight to Eastman anymore.
Far more aggressive in the early stages of
Yeah,
this,
he was. And that's when he was all animated. He's no longer animated either. No diss to Kimmons. I really like his fighting style, but
Kimmons now pointing at, was he pointing to his eyes? He looked over at Steve Mazzagatti, the referee. Eastman comes in with the kick.
And Eastman is finishing with a flurry. He's doing the attacking.
That's it. Marvin Eastman thinks he is the new IFO Middleweight Champ.
And I don't see Kimmons jumping up and down at this point.
Rob Kimmons coming in. Relatively unknown outside of the Midwest, but coming in with a strong performance against the veteran fighter in Marvin Eastman. And you look at basically a who's who, including UFC champ Quentin Jackson, that Marvin Eastman has been in the cage against. Here's the action there in the 5th and final round.
Big double leg attempt by Kimmons, and I like Eastman there. He just digs that underhook in, tries a lateral drop, nearly puts Kimmons down. This is going to be a tough one to score. Kimmons early, Eastman late. What about that middle round?
I think that Eastman dictated the tempo more in this fight and controlled it and was able to get in more punches and pretty much do what he wanted to do.
Certainly, I think the last thing the referee, or excuse me, the judges have seen is Eastman controlling the fight. And it was really the last 2 rounds he controlled it very well. So this is going to be a difficult decision for the judges. Certainly, either fighter feels they could have won this fight. And they're the sportsmanship.
I think for sure, Rob Kimmons came in here and got a lot of respect. Marvin Eastman favored, as most people think, to win this coming into the fight. Anyway, it goes the distance. The judges have made their decision. Who is the IFO champ? Sonny Franco, the ring announcer, has the verdict.
Yeah, I know that. I know that's for sure.
Good job. We was in the heat.
For sure, man. It's all respect. It's all respect.
All right, guys, we got a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for both of these fighters? Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 exciting rounds, we go to the scorecard. Judge Adelaide Bird scores the bout 49-46. Judge Jeff Collins scores the bout 50-45. And Judge Tony Weeks scores the bout 49-46. By your winner, by unanimous decision, and your new middleweight IFO champion of the world, Rob the Rosedale Reaper Kimmons.
This is a stunner, a unanimous decision victory for Rob
Correction,
Kimmons.
correction, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I heard
There's been a mistake. Correction.
55.
Correction, your IFO
The
middleweight
look on
champion of the world,
Marvin Eastman's face when it was announced said it all. And now hold on. That's Marvin Eastman is the winner by unanimous decision. That made sense.
Yeah. I was sitting here stunned. How did you give 55-50?
I gotta believe that Rob Kimmons was a little surprised when he heard the judges' numbers.
He did. He burst out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to present the belts.
Believe it. A little confusion, but they got it right. Eastman
And there,
winning.
there it is. Marvin the Beastman Eastman is the champ, and Richard Steele, the president there, Helping him put on the belt, Richard Steele certainly knows about championship fights. The Hall of Fame boxing referee, calling over 170 in his career. Other members of the IFO now moving in, along with John Stahosky, the vice president there, standing right beside him. The new champ, Marvin Eastman. Marvin the Beastman Eastman is the International Fighting Organization's inaugural middleweight champ. He's standing by with Ron.
Thanks, Kenny. With the winner, Marvin the Beastman Eastman. Well, they got it right, that initial call. I saw your face. Were you all worried?
Hell yeah, this is Vegas, man, you know. And I was like, oh, man, come on, man, you know. But first and foremost, you know, it's been a long road. It was very tough for me to make get down the last couple of pounds for 185. But all I can do is thank the Lord Jesus Christ. You know, I've been trying to get this opportunity to speak on this mic and give him first glory and first honor, man, because I've been through it for the last 2 years. It's been rough, and you know, without him, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far and succeed. You just have to believe, and I totally appreciate that.
Marvin, you shed 13 pounds the night before the weigh-in. You dropped down for the first time fighting at 185. That didn't seem to affect your stamina or your strength.
No, but you know, it's 5 rounds, you know, and I'm a slow starter, but the 10 pounds was nothing. It was the last 3 pounds because you just kind of spitting out cotton candy, you know. But you know, my family, my wife, and all my friends, my homeboy Roy, he gonna kick my butt if I don't tell him what's up and give him a shot. And you know, everybody, man, it was just in my corner. My 2 managers and trainers, Master Chan and Skip Kelp, they some soldiers, they some riders, some of the best MMA trainers in the game, and I thank them.
Marvin, fireworks early and often. Were you at all surprised that Kimmons didn't try to get this fight to the ground and that he opted to stand with you?
Man, I'm a wrestler, man. I'm a wrestler. I've been wrestling since I was 7 years old. I got my youngest run, state champion. The other one is 14, is state champion, national cavalry wrestler. That's what I do, man. I defend shots all day. I ain't worried about nobody shooting on me, you know?
Marvin Eastman, the former UNLV running rebel. You've scored some touchdowns in this city, and now you get to score and get the IFO Middleweight Championship. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I thank Richard Steele, Steel Cage Productions, Ski, all my buddies at John Lewis Jiu-Jitsu. Man, there's so many people. I want to thank, oh man, some of the baddest dudes out there, unbreakable mouthpieces. You know, he saved my teeth, and I want to say thank you to Vegas Fuel for representing me and let me represent them. But for, last but not least, and first and foremost, I just want to give it to God because you know, I can't do nothing without him. You know, and it's been rough, but he's been in my corner all this time.
Marvin, enjoy this hard-fought victory.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much. God bless.
All right, Kenny, back to you at cage side.
Thanks, Ron. Marvin Eastman, the Beastman, taking the inaugural IFO Middleweight World Belt, defeating Rob Kimmons in a unanimous decision. And so it is Marvin Eastman taking the first IFO belt with a unanimous decision victory over Rob Kimmons.